Hello and welcome to Community Link. This is Community Mission's opportunity to talk a little bit about our programs and how we help the community and how you out there, out in the community, might be able to help us to accomplish just that. My name is Christian Hoffman. I'm the Vice President for Public Relations and Development at Community Missions, and I am the host of Community Link, and I've got a few guests that are here with me that I'll introduce in just a few moments. But I wanted to go over a few things that we've talked about in previous shows and let you know that you can go onto our social media, most likely our Facebook page, to be able to check out the pictures and some videos and such that kind of recap what exactly we did with those different opportunities. So we had an open house at the end of September, which was a wonderful opportunity to open up to the community to show a little bit of what has been going on at Community Missions. Over the past year or so, we've had a lot of different developments which have been very exciting for us. A new parking lot, which anyone that has ever dropped off some donations for us or received services from Community Missions will certainly attest that the parking lot project was much needed. There were some huge potholes in different areas, and us as staff had some car repairs that we would have to do because of some of those things. But we have a wonderful new parking lot now that we certainly hope that you'll take advantage of, and when you stop by to see us. We have a wonderful new digital sign as well, so as you're driving up and down Buffalo Avenue, we're able to let people know a little bit about what is going on with these different events that we have, how that people can reach out to us, and how we can help people and serve them better. Also, we had some new programs that we were talking about, which if you watch us every month, you would have already known about. Our Snug Niagara Falls program, our Tower Workforce Development program, our Family Support Services and such that were also profiled that day. And as many of our different events that we have all throughout the county, we're also looking for help, and that could be you. That could be through volunteering. We certainly need help with people volunteering down in our soup kitchen, in our clothes closet. We have a Christmas program that's coming up that we need some kind of administrative help on, and we certainly would welcome you to visit us online, communitymissions.org/volunteer. That is where you can fill out some information and let us know you'd like to volunteer, and we'll be glad to figure out what it is, your availability, and what it is that we might need, and be able to set you up with an opportunity. We also were looking at the open house for the right people to come and help us in the work that we do. A lot of career opportunities certainly available, about 25 different options on our website currently that we're looking to fill. And so if you or anyone else that you know might be looking for a change of career, we'd be glad to talk to you about that opportunity as well. Also last month in September, we had our annual pet blessing, which is a fun time, some fun pictures. We had a couple of horses that came out, a couple of bunnies that came out, and quite a few four-legged friends, our puppies, that were blessed as well. So that was a fun time, some fun pictures to check out. And then also our 13th annual Interfaith Prayer Service for Mental Illness Understanding and Recovery that was held the first week of October. And so that's a great opportunity for many different faith beliefs to be able to come together and share their perspective on mental illness and how we can all work toward a better society where stigma is not an issue, and where that we're more understanding and helping people to be able to recover from those things. Coming up, as of right now, we have a couple of different opportunities that we hope that you might be able to either attend or support in some way. On Saturday, October 28th, we have a fall fiesta coming up. This is our second year doing that, and it's a family-friendly event, absolutely free, open to the public. We want anyone and everyone out there to come enjoy a good time. We're going to have a lot of games, some carnival games, and kind of some learning type games for kids. On that day, it's going to be at our main site, 1570 Buffalo Avenue. We're hoping that the weather cooperates, but we can move inside if we need to. There'll be some good fall foods. We're going to have a chili, I believe, some pretzels, I understand, and then popcorn and some bread pudding again. That's if you've seen our episode a few months ago back with John. He showed you his recipe for the bread pudding. You can come try it yourself next Saturday. A lot of carnival games and other fun activities and such, and then we're going to have pumpkins to be able to paint as well. So you can take those home and carve them if you want, or just paint them that day with us. We'll have some mums you can take home also. So a fun time for your family to come out on Saturday, October 28th. And then we start moving into the holidays. Holidays are a special time at the mission. We have a lot of people that come to us with specific needs that we help fulfill. We need help from the community to help us make all of that happen. You can go to our website, and there's a lot of information about the kind of things that we're looking for and our programs, how you can help, or if you need help to be able to find out how all of that works. So again, a lot of our information at communitymissions.org, or stay tuned to our social media accounts. Facebook is probably the easiest one to get to, facebook.com/CMI Niagara. So I want to welcome in our guests that we have here today. Brett Kane, to my immediate right, is our Juvenile Supportive Case Manager. We have Kim Olive from our Family Solutions Program as Case Manager in the middle there, and then Beth Freiburger on the end. She's our Girls Circle Lead Facilitator. So welcome, everyone. So
we're happy to be here.
Good, good. So we have what I've heard all of your programs kind of described as alternatives to detention. Okay, so you're generally helping young people, and you can kind of each get into the specific ages that you help with and the specific areas that you help with, generally Niagara County, right? To be able to make sure that kids are making good choices, let's say. So Brett, I'll just start with you. If you would, just introduce yourself quickly, and then what in the world is Juvenile Supportive Case Management?
Absolutely. So my name is Brett Kane. I'm the Juvenile Support Case Manager in the Youth Department, also known as REACH at Community Missions. And the program that I run, it's a 60-day program that works with youth twice a week. And a majority of that program is to support the youth in developing skills, whether it's life skills, academic skills, allowing them to learn goal setting, and working with them to help them get on a track that they want to be on. It's very strength-based focused and really focusing on supporting them with understanding their decision making.
Okay, very good. Kim, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Olive. I am the Family Solutions Case Manager in the REACH Division at Community Missions, and I do a prescriptive curriculum with families, the youth and their families. Most of my referrals do come from probation, but it's open to anybody within Niagara County. The ages are anywhere from 9 to 18. It is still kind of functioning under a COVID model, so it is through Zoom, so that way it allows a little bit more flexibility with the family's availability, whether the youth is in school, and there's different topics that we discuss, like communication or family values and education, and different activities and discussions to go along with that in the evidence-based practice of the programming.
Great. All right. Good recap. Beth, go ahead.
So I'm Beth, and I am the lead facilitator of Girls Circle, and I currently am partnering with Niagara Falls City School District. I go into the schools. I'm in elementary schools for lunch bunches, and then in the middle schools I am in after-school program 3 days a week, and then there's one lucky elementary school that does get me after school. And I work with Just Girls, and we have a group that is kind of like a support group. But also we talk about communication, we talk about coping skills, we talk about how to get along with each other even if we might not like each other, what respect looks like for a 9 to 15-year-olds, and how that can affect our choices. It's really just to keep them kind of preventative to making bad choices and any skills they need to grow to be functioning and hopefully successful in school.
All right, so Beth, I'll stay with you. So how long of a program is it? Do the girls graduate from it? Is it something that runs all year? And kind of what are you doing on a daily basis with them?
So it is an 8 to 12 week program. It goes off the curriculum and the school's availability. So the curriculums are created by One Circle Foundation, and they are evidence-based and strength-based. And we are able to pull what they need. So if they're maybe needing more self-confidence to be more successful, we're able to pull a curriculum that works on that. So it really depends on what their needs are as far as what the curriculum and the time's ability. So if we're doing a lunch bunch, we might take us 2 weeks to get through session 1 because it is only a half hour. So we really need the 12 to plus weeks. And then we run 3 different cycles. Each cycle is that 8 to 12 weeks. And I bounce around between the different schools, so I am available for every school within our district. And at the end, it usually falls right before Christmas or right before winter break for them. And then they also have spring break, so we do a little graduation party at the end of the completion. And I bring in pizza or subs. Sometimes I get requests for Happy Meals. It's really to celebrate their growth and their strengths that they have worked on. So I go off of what they want. They choose what their graduation looks like because it is a celebration for them.
Awesome. And do you see the same girls repeat, or do you need to switch it up, or how does that work?
Ideally, we don't repeat as many. I have had a couple girls that did need to continue to be growing, but typically there's maybe a repeat of 2 or 3 in each group, and then it gives the other girls opportunities. But not every school works on the same thing, so she might have been with me in elementary school, and then again in middle school, and then again in high school if she needs to continue to grow. And she could be working on different things. So elementary school, maybe we needed self-confidence, and then in middle school, she needs coping skills. So we are able to move around what each group needs.
And then how are girls referred into the program? Is it something they're self-selecting, or somebody's telling them they need to go?
So middle school, they self-select. They're able to sign up for it because it is an after-school club for them. So they're able to self-select and say, hey, I want to be here. In the elementary schools, it is usually a referral from either the teachers, the social workers, the counselors. And it's usually working on something like maybe we're having trouble making friends in school, or maybe we have a truancy issue. So having a support group and having a desire to grow helps them actually obtain to come to school more. They are able to grow and be more successful in this group. So elementary school, there's a little more control by the school, where middle school and typically high school, they pick to be there. Our group right now in high school, we got probably about 5 seniors, and they're staying. They have early release, so they are choosing to be there with us, and they stay and come and participate.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat. So Kim, I want to start off kind of where we left off with Beth about referrals. So how do families get referred into your program? What does that look like?
Mainly they come from probation. It can come from but it can come from the parent themselves or any community provider. I'll take a phone call, can be a cold call, come in. I'll send them out my referral form if they don't have it, and then they fill that out and send them back to me. And if it's not the family themselves self-referring, I will call them and set up the intake and go through the process of admitting them and talking to them about the program, setting up a date and time that works for their family and their schedule.
And then, so what are you doing with the families? How long of a process is it, and what does a typical session maybe look like, if there is a typical session?
It's essentially a 10-week program. It depends on, life happens, people get sick, so it should be 10 weeks. Each session looks the same in that there is the welcome, and then there is the review of, previous week's homework, and then we have whatever that week's topic may be. So some weeks it's communication, some weeks it's family values, some weeks it's education, and there's some type of whatever that week's activity is, and a discussion with some prompted questions for, kind of get them going. And then kind of the wrap up of review of what we did and any questions, and to follow up with the homework for that next week.
So what kind of activities? Give me some hands-on ideas.
One of the first ones is a gumdrop tower. So they work together, and they're in the communication. They're not allowed to talk while working together. And then there are some questions in there of how was it working together? Did you learn anything about each other, kind of? And it's very interesting to see how families are like, I didn't know we could work together without talking, or we worked better because we couldn't talk. My kid couldn't tell me what to do, that kind of thing. So other ones are the family values. It's a little auction